everybody. Got a quick unboxing video for you here today. Right after I got back from visiting MMP in Tennessee, I was able to get my hands on the brand new F27Q Stryker. Now this is a pretty cool plane. I think a lot of you have seen my F27. I've had a lot of Strykers in the past. I really like them. They're a great plane. They fly great, have good flight envelope. They're easy to fly. They're fast. They're fun. And I've got quite a few of them. You can see here that I've got several models here that I've made myself, and also some parts to make more. But the cool part about the F27Q, this brand new plane, the cool part about this plane is that it was designed by a team that was led by Kiki Samazzini. Now, if you guys don't know who Kiki Samazzini is, you need to stop watching this video right now and go out and do some searches on YouTube and find some of his flying. The guy is just incredible. He's an incredible flyer. Very, very good at everything he does. He also designs airplanes. He's had some great designs. The Carbon Z Yak 54 is a recent design of his. I've got that plane too, and it's a great flying plane. So he just does excellent work. Now, what they did on the new Stryker, the F27Q, is they actually added a bunch of features to make it better, fly easier, fly better, fly more efficiently, fly faster. And they also added rudders, which the old Stryker did not have. So that gives you a lot more capability in the air as well. So we're going to do a quick unboxing video on it here and let you guys take a look at it. Okay, so enough talking. Let's get to what's in the box. So, get it opened up here. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Let's get the tape opened up. There it is. We can take a look at this bad boy. And there it is. Okay. Now what I have here is one of my older F27 Strykers. In fact, this one's been in a lot of my videos. You guys have probably seen it. In fact, it was in the Tennessee Thunder video that you guys just watched, so you can probably recognize it. Now this I built myself, but it's very, very similar to any of the Strykers that you can buy in the store. You know, I did my own color scheme. I put a bigger ESC on it and a little bit faster motor on it. But other than that, it's pretty much stock, and it's going to fly just like one of the stock F27 Strykers that you can buy in a store. So what I'm going to do now is take a look at this compared to the new Stryker and see if we can see any differences. Now at first glance, these planes look very similar. They both have a delta wing shape. They're both approximately the same size. But I've spotted some things that are different, and I want to show you guys that I think is going to make a big difference in the way it flies. First of all, you notice on the new Stryker, notice how the edges of the wings come down and they have this little canard or this knock-a-droop or whatever that is there sticking out the front. Now if you notice on the old Stryker, it's completely smooth down the side of the wing. So that's going to have an effect right there. Another thing I noticed was that the edges of the wings, they have a little ridge right here with this little piece sticking out all the way back down the wing and even on the control surfaces. And that is completely different. If you look at the old Stryker, it's completely smooth all the way to the edge. Also, the edge of the wing is more rounded on the new Stryker than the old Stryker. It's a little more square. Notice the tips of the wings. The tips of the new Stryker actually have a plastic guard around the edges of the wings, which is really, really nice because it keeps the styrofoam away from hitting anything as you come down, or if you bump into a tree or land rough or anything like that. It really protects it. The old Stryker was just styrofoam in the shape of a wing, and you had to do things like what I've done here, which is put packing tape over it. You can see that there's a little ripple right there to protect the edges. So definitely a cool thing that they've done on the new one to make it a lot more likely to survive if you bump into anything. Now check this out. Look at the difference. This is the stock size of the control surface, which they call elevon on these planes. On the old Stryker, look how much thicker and bigger the control surface is on the new plane. So I think it's going to be a lot more authoritative in the air. You're going to be able to spin a lot faster, turn a lot faster depending on how you set your throws, but I think you're going to have a lot of control over this plane. So that's a big difference. Also, another thing I wanted to point out is, we've already talked about this, but obviously the old F27 has vertical stabilizers, but it has no rudders. The new F27 has dual rudders controlled by servos. So that'll give you a lot more capability. Obviously, I don't have them connected yet. In fact, I've actually even got them in backwards. So I just stuck them in there, just took this thing out of the box to show you guys. So there'll be a little rod that goes right here up to this servo, and a little rod that goes right here up to this servo, so that you can control the rudders while you're flying. So those are some of the differences I spotted right away. Once again, we talked about the fact that the nose cone on the new F27 comes off with magnets. It can easily pop back on, so it's not going to get hurt if it gets bumped. The old F27 has to be glued on or put on with Velcro, so it's a lot more likely to break. Also, in addition, if you look at the flight line, it's kind of hard to show you here, but it looks to me like that the way that the motor is positioned is much more in line to go directly straight through the design of the plane. That is actually a difference from the old F27 Stryker, which positions the motor above the plane of the actual direction of the plane flight, and also angled down just a little bit. So it's gonna definitely affect the way that it flies. And the last thing that I noticed was that the new F27 actually has a wheel on it for landing. It also has these little lands and these little lands here on the bottom to help you land a little more gently when you're coming in on grass, or a surface that maybe is going to rough up your styrofoam. This is what it looks like inside of the electronics area. You can see there's lots of room for a battery there. Then back in there you have your speed controller and also your receiver. And this, once again, goes on with little clips and with a magnet. So it should be pretty sturdy, shouldn't come off. So those don't look like very big differences, but in an airplane design, especially in planes that fly very fast, that can make a huge difference in the way they handle, and the design team says that that's going to make them more stable and able to do aerobatics better. And I'm pretty excited to try it out, so we're going to do a little flying here and see if we can see any differences in real flight.